The Super Mario Bros. Movie 2 Galaxy is imagined as a bold expansion of the colorful universe that audiences were reintroduced to in the first film, taking the familiar charm of the Mushroom Kingdom and launching it into a much grander cosmic adventure. This sequel builds on the idea that Mario's world is far bigger than pipes, castles, and go-kart tracks, opening the door to galaxies filled with strange planets, gravity-defying landscapes, and ancient power sources that threaten the balance of all worlds. The tone keeps the playful spirit intact while raising the stakes, blending lighthearted humor with epic-scale spectacle in a way that feels true to Mario's legacy while still pushing the franchise forward. At the heart of the movie, Mario once again finds himself caught between ordinary instincts and extraordinary responsibility. After proving himself as a hero, he's no longer just the unlikely outsider, but someone others look to when danger appears. This shift creates an interesting internal conflict, as Mario struggles with the pressure of expectation while still being the same impulsive, kind-hearted character fans know. The story leans into the idea that heroism isn't about power-ups alone, but about adaptability, teamwork, and believing in yourself even when the universe literally feels upside down. The cast of characters expands the familiar lineup while deepening existing relationships. Mario remains the emotional anchor, driven by loyalty and determination rather than confidence. Luigi plays a more active role this time, stepping further out of his brother's shadow and confronting fear head-on as the adventure forces him into situations where bravery isn't optional. Princess Peach continues to be portrayed as capable and strategic, balancing leadership with empathy as she helps unite different worlds against a shared threat. Their dynamic feels more equal and collaborative, emphasizing that saving the galaxy is not a one-hero job. Other familiar faces add both humor and tension to the journey. Bowser's presence looms large, but his role evolves beyond simple conquest. Instead of being driven purely by domination, his motivations feel more layered, mixing obsession, pride, and a desire to control forces far beyond his understanding. This makes him unpredictable, sometimes even unwillingly aligned with the heroes when cosmic dangers threaten everything, including his own ambitions. Supporting characters from across the Mario universe bring bursts of comedy, nostalgia, and chaos, making each new location feel alive and packed with personality. The plot kicks off when strange cosmic disturbances begin affecting the Mushroom Kingdom, warping gravity, opening portals, and pulling familiar landscapes into orbit around unknown stars. Mario and friends soon discover that these anomalies are connected to ancient, galactic power sources scattered across different worlds. These sources were once used to maintain balance between dimensions, but now they're being activated again, threatening to tear reality apart. The urgency pushes the characters beyond their comfort zones, forcing them to leave behind everything familiar and venture into space. As the journey unfolds, each galaxy introduces unique challenges that reflect the themes of growth and cooperation. Some worlds bend gravity in impossible ways, requiring trust and coordination rather than raw strength. Others test emotional bonds, isolating characters and forcing them to rely on their inner resolve. The movie uses these settings not just as visual spectacle, but as narrative tools that push character development forward. Mario learns to lead without controlling, Luigi learns to act despite fear, and Peach navigates the burden of responsibility on a cosmic scale. Action sequences are designed to feel playful and inventive rather than purely destructive. Chases leap across floating platforms, battles twist around shifting gravity fields, and power-ups take on new creative forms inspired by the galaxy theme. These moments keep the pacing energetic while maintaining a sense of fun, ensuring that even the most intense scenes never lose the franchise's signature charm. Humor is woven naturally into these sequences, often arising from character reactions to the sheer absurdity of the situations they face. Emotionally, the movie explores the idea of identity in a universe that feels overwhelming. Mario's journey isn't just about saving galaxies, but about understanding his place within them. There are quieter moments where characters reflect on what home means when you're light years away from it, and whether heroism changes who you are or simply reveals who you've always been. These scenes ground the spectacle, giving the audience time to connect with the characters on a deeper level. The climax brings all the threads together in a massive, visually striking confrontation set against collapsing galaxies and shifting realities. Instead of relying on brute force, the resolution emphasizes unity, clever thinking, and trust between characters who have grown throughout the journey. Sacrifices are made, alliances are tested, and the true cost of power is revealed, reinforcing the message that balance is more important than domination. The victory feels earned, not because the heroes are stronger, but because they've learned to work together in harmony. In terms of release, the movie is positioned as a major event, designed to appeal to families, longtime fans, and newcomers alike. The timing reflects confidence in the franchise's broad appeal, treating the sequel not as a simple follow-up, but as a centerpiece experience meant to expand the cinematic universe. Expectations are high, driven by the success of the first film, and the promise of an even more ambitious story that reaches far beyond the Mushroom Kingdom. The trailer plays heavily into this sense of scale, offering glimpses of dazzling galactic environments, familiar characters in unfamiliar settings, and hints of a threat that feels bigger than anything they've faced before. Rather than explaining the plot outright, the trailer focuses on awe and excitement, using sweeping visuals and energetic music to convey the feeling of adventure. Short character moments tease emotional depth, while flashes of action reassure fans that the fun and humor remain front and center. What makes the Super Mario Bros. Movie 2 Galaxies stand out is how it balances nostalgia with innovation. Iconic elements from the franchise are reimagined through a cosmic lens, giving fans something recognizable yet fresh. At the same time, the movie isn't afraid to explore new territory, both literally and emotionally, allowing the story to grow beyond simple rescue missions into a tale about responsibility, connection, and courage on a universal scale. By the end, the movie leaves the audience with a sense of wonder and possibility, suggesting that the Mario universe still has countless stories left to tell. It celebrates the idea that even the smallest, most ordinary hero can make a difference across galaxies, as long as they stay true to themselves and the people they care about. The Super Mario Bros. Movie 2 Galaxy ultimately feels like a joyful, high-energy adventure that honors its roots while boldly reaching for the stars.